Uh-oh. There we go. Sorry, you guys were looking at my board. Alright guys, I'm back. I am going to make a bubble bar today. I'm going to do it so that I can show you that we can roll it. And I'm also going to do it so we can scoop. Okay, but I'm going to change the surfactant. Because I already told you I don't want to do the DEA thing. So, for those of you that don't have my recipe, I will give it to you. It's 1 cup of baking soda, 1 cup of cornstarch, 3 to 4 tablespoons of SLSA, 1/3 cup of cream of tartar, 3 tablespoons of glycerin, 3 tablespoons of light oil. I use apricot kernel. I don't know if I have enough apricot kernel today, so I may just use fractionated. Like I said, any light oil will work. I've got 3 tablespoons of cocoa betaine and 1 teaspoon of cocomide DEA. We're not using the DEA, we're going to use the decyl, the glucoside. Then your fragrance and either your powdered lake dyes or liquid. So I probably will do liquid today. So shall we get started and just have at her? Let's just have at her. So I decided I'm going to do Bubblebath because I absolutely am in love with that new fragrance. Zen came out with Bubblebath. And oh my god. I'm sorry if I keep going like this, by the way. I've got a stupid, sticky, those bras I showed you on my, the review I did. It's a little bit annoying. And I'm getting a flippy on my camera. You guys can't see it. Hopefully it doesn't affect you. But I can see it, and it's bothering me. And let's move this back so you guys can see what I'm doing. Down, and please don't flip. Don't flip over. If it goes kabunky, I'm sorry. Actually, let's use this bowl today. Maybe you guys a little better luck with a low bowl. Alright, so we're going to go a cup of starch, which I'm going to use the small scoops so that I don't make a huge mess. This is a 1/2 cup, so we're going to do 2 of those, obviously. So, we're going to go... Are you going to... Oh, it's not going to fit. Do you believe that? Oh, this will make a mess. This is why... Yeah, I'm glad I'm wearing black. Alright, there's one. Like I said, it's not exact measurements, but it's... You gotta be pretty close, especially when it comes to... Oh, dear God. I told you I wasn't perfect. Alright, so that's one of those. What a mess! I'm brutal. Alright, one of those. And then we got this soda. Move over a little bit. Then we're going to add a cup of my baking soda. Because I can do a little bit more because I did do a little bit too much with the other stuff, didn't I? Okay. Up we go. I sure hope there's people watching today, but if not, like I said, you guys can watch it after on YouTube. No big deal. Okay, now that I've covered myself, SLSA. There's the SLSA. Here's my cream of tartar. Okay, so we're going to let's do the cream of tartar. I said 1/3 cup of cream of tartar. Where did I do with my scoops? There we go. 1/3. So that's the 1/3. 1/3 cream of tartar. This is for hardness, guys. And we don't want a bar that's going to take forever to dry. That is the one thing that I absolutely love, by the way, about my bubble bar. Okay, and I will do 4 tablespoons of SLSA because I want bubbles. But using the glucoside, you'll find that it really will make a difference in your bubbles, just so you know. Okay, so get in there. My whiskeys, oops, that's not what I want. Oh, guys, what did I do with my measuring spoons? Let's be real prepared. There they are. I knew they were there. I found my other press mold, by the way, for my bombs. I'm so happy. Now I can make, like, square bombs, which will be fun. Okay, I'm just gonna sit down here. Now, mix all this good. You gotta get all the lumps out. Did I add all the right dry stuff so far? Yeah, that's it for dry. Unless I was going to do dry colorants, which is very hard because I was going to split this up. And since I'm doing Bubblebath, I was thinking about doing green and white. So I'll have to split it up. Or I'll do scoops and I'll try to do the marble effect. So yeah, get all the chunks and lumps and stuff out of this because you don't want lumps in your bubble bar. I know a lot of people have such an issue with cornstarch. If you don't want to use cornstarch, by all means use arrowroot. It's not going to hurt anything. Something in here too told me that I thought I was supposed to use, yeah, I guess you could. You could add a pinch of modified tapioca starch, but it would basically hold the scent, but I find I don't really need it. There is an annoying fly buzzing around my face right now. Okay, so we're mixed in there pretty good. Okay, so I don't think we need those anymore. Now, we're going to go for the liquids, which would be 3 tablespoons of glycerin. So, here's the glycerin. This is a big old tablespoon. I think you guys have seen me do this before. There's 1. Oops, that's a little full, but that's okay. 2. 3. And you notice I kind of not a lot overheat it, but it's got a rounded edge there. Okay, and then 3 tablespoons of cocoa butane. This is where it gets tricky with this big bottle. I need a little bottle for this. There's 1. Oops. 2. Like I said, this has got to be one of the easiest bars to make. And I know I said normally I would add a teaspoon of the DEA. I'm going to use a little bit more than a teaspoon of the glucoside, okay? So it's probably going to be maybe half a tablespoon, or now we're going to go a tablespoon. I think that'll be wet enough, because that was the problem I found. A lot of people were saying that it wasn't wet enough, so I just changed it to a tablespoon of glucoside, okay? Or what other ever secondary surfactant you guys wanted to use, just change it to a tablespoon. That way you're not adding in too much glycerin to make it too, too squishy and take too long to dry. Because we still want this to be a very hard bubble bar, right? Okay, and you guys, I don't have any paper down, but I've alcoholed my surface here. So I don't want to hear everybody go, oh my god, she just rolled it on the desk, blah, blah, blah. It's just my work table. It is all alcoholed and all ready to go. I did that before my last video. Okay, so here I'm just basically mixing it in. Oh, I haven't put the fragrance in. We better do that right now. And actually, look at it. It's not open yet. Oh, I can't wait. I opened it to smell it, and then I closed it again. I was like, oh, I cannot wait. This is like my all-time favorite. I love this stuff. Bubblebath. It is, honest to God, another one of their best freaking scents that Zen's come out with. Alright. I organized my desk yesterday, and I keep forgetting where I put stuff. Oh, we got no viewers today. Alright, I'm on my own. That's okay. Yeah, we're live, and I don't have anybody watching me. That makes me actually a little bit more comfortable. So, there goes my Bubblebath. 1. Oh, good Lord, that smells fabulous. Alright, thank you, Zen, for the Bubblebath. I'm on my own. Now I'm lonely. Guys, where's all my friends? Oh, by the way, the cream of tartar, in case I didn't mention that before, the cream of tartar can make your dough seem like it's fluffing up. Like, we're not a dough yet. We're still this powdery mess. So this is where I'm going to get in here with my hands, okay? And I'm going to seriously, really mix, okay? And you can use the pastry cutter. Did I bring it? Yep. So I've got my pastry cutter, and I'm going to stand up. I get my hands in there. Oh, that smells like heaven. So, and yeah, I'm going to use my liquid colorants, I think, today. It's so hard to put dry colorants in when you're dividing it up and stuff. Mind you, this, I guess you could have divided up some of your wet ingredients and, you know, just divided it up into 2 parts. And then this is where I notice everybody's like, oh, Tammy, it's so dry. This can't be a dough. Not there yet. And like I said, you may have to add something else. But if you're going to add something else, I'll show you what we're going to... Oh, you know what I didn't do yet? You guys, I'm an idiot. I forgot to add the oil. That would explain the whole big thing. It was supposed to be 3 tablespoons of oil. See, you guys, I'm talking and live streaming and going, there's something wrong with this. It's too dry. I forgot the oil. So I usually like to say apricot. I'm going to be using fractionated today. So, whoops, there's your... Here is your extra liquid that I was looking for. Okay, did anybody see what I just did with the lid? Oh, way over here. Okay, so that's cocoa betaine. Okay, yep. Fragrance, glycerin. Okay, I have everything now. Now everything's in there. Oh, Tammy. But it's okay, no one's watching me, so you guys get to watch me screw up that after the fact, even though I did it live. That's okay. I don't mind that you guys aren't watching right now. I just know you'll be watching me after. And that's okay. That's totally okay. So I love my pastry cutter. You guys know that. That's better. Now, this is what I was saying. People were saying that it seems to be a bit too dry. If it does feel dry, because I'll show you the texture in like 2 seconds. By the way, this is really a handy thing, not just for bath bombs, but for bubble bars too. This little cutter. Okay. Clean all that off so we don't waste anything. Okay, and I'm going to get up here with my hands. You really mix. And yeah, I guess you could use a stand mixer. It'd be a lot easier than a hand mixer, but you could probably use a hand mixer if you had a deep bowl, I'm sure of it. Okay, as you see, the texture of this is crumbly-ish, right? But watch. I can still form a ball and a like a solid chunk. So this is where it's great for scoops. I could actually give you a real quick sample. Not that I'm going to make scoops, but this is what you would do. I might make scoops, actually. So you would just kind of scoop it in, pack it a wee bit, and watch. Come on. No, I just screwed up. I think I just broke my... Yeah, I just broke it. Nice scoop, Tam. Try that again. So yeah, you could do scoops. Make sure your thing's in there. You need to make scoops with it. Yeah, it doesn't quite feel wet enough. What I was saying about if it doesn't quite feel wet enough, you can add more glycerin. For this, I'm going to say, I'm going to add the, what would I add? And it's getting moister now, actually. So you kind of got to wait, and as you're squishing it and playing with it, you'll feel it. But I think, for the bubble factor, I think I'm going to just add in a bit more glucoside. Or betaine. I think... I don't know if this is going to be rollable. I think I'm going to add a little bit more betaine in this. No, you know what? I'm going to add glucoside because it's thick. And like I said, when it's thick, it helps with the rolling. So I probably won't need this tablespoon, but I'm going to add in another tablespoon of the glucoside, okay? So that was another... You guys, like I said, when you're making it, you'll know it's to do with, like, the humidity in the air, the temperature. Everything has a factor when it comes to making stuff like this. So if it is feeling dry, you know what? Add a bit more. All I'm saying is don't go adding a lot of the glycerin, because when you start introducing a lot of glycerin into this, that's when you're going to be waiting 3 weeks, 4 weeks for the stuff to dry. And it's such a nuisance. Like, I mean, do we really want to wait 3 weeks for a bubble bar? No. And these normally are dry, like tomorrow, they'll be dry. I give them an extra day, always, because I like that extra, the extra day of hardness for sure. Oh yeah, that's better. See, now we got like a dough going on. Okay, so I'm just trying to get all this stuff at the bottom. And it's definitely turning into a dough. So yeah, that's what it needed, was one more little thing of that. So what I'm gonna do, yeah, we're a dough. All right, for sure we're a dough. Not a bad dough, not a super sticky dough, but it's a dough. And I do mean, see, it's a dough. So I'm going to take half of it. Yeah, I guess we'll take half. That's about half. Okay, so that's staying white. This one is going to go green. And I'm going to use the liquid, which I worry about because it might make it too doughy. So, do I want to use the liquid? Yeah, we'll use the liquid. Which one is wetter, or feels wetter? They're both fine. I'm going to add a bit of green to this one. That's fuchsia. So we're going to go liquid. And like I said, my liquid colors, that's brilliant blue. I got them from New Directions. Other places have them. That's them. They're liquid lab colorants, and it's basically a lake in liquid form. Okay, and you don't need, that didn't come out much. You don't need a lot. That was like 3 drops, and that was probably too much. And it takes a bit to get spread through, as you see. Okay, so this is where the kneading part, you really get in. Why did I do blue when I wanted green? Crap. Talking away, and Tammy's not paying attention. Okay, well, guess what? We're having blue apple bath. I haven't made any blue bubble bars anyway. It's alright, don't tell. You guys saw me screw up. I can't make it green now because I just screwed up. Anyway, it doesn't matter. So, we could do scoops and we could do rolls. I'm going to roll. And I see I can't pause you guys because we're live. So you're going to have to watch me roll and knead. This is what I do. So see, it's mixing in nice. It's not going to be a dark blue. It's going to be a powder blue. You can add more if you wanted it darker blue, for sure. And you can leave it marbled like this. Why did I do that? Why did I add blue? Why? Bubblebath is supposed to be green. Well, in my mind, it's supposed to be green. Right? Isn't it supposed to be green? Oh well. Wonder if I should just marble it. What do you guys think? Should I just marble it? Should I just marble it? I don't know. What do you think? Guys, tell me. No one's talking, no one's answering me, no one's watching me. Okay. Marble. Marble. Yeah, you know what? Sorry, folks, but we're marbling. Just because I don't want the white to dry out. So I'm going to just kind of quick mush it together. Not a crazy mush together, but a semi-marble mush together. And you'll see what happens when I roll. If I can do it. Like I said, these are normally scoops, guys, so I could do scoops, but I'm not going to today. So, and like I said, with this stuff, it does tend to start to set up fast. So, okay, here, let's just, I think I need a tiny bit of soda on my table so it doesn't stick. You can use soda, you can use starch. It's whatever you guys want. Okay, here's my big puppy. You see that? Down she goes. I'd like to move you guys a bit more. I just Watch me lose you down the table. Crack. That would be funny. Okay, so... And I probably don't even have a proper rolling thing. Anyways. Oh yes, I have my tube. So I just roll. And like I said, it starts to dry a little bit fast. You guys can spray a bit of alcohol on this. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of that before. But you can spray alcohol. You can spray alcohol on your bubble bars. It's fine. I do it with my wands sometimes. It's totally fine. I should have had it on paper so that I could roll it easy. Shoot, that's what I forgot. Because rolling this is going to be a real trick now. Anyways, I would have put parchment down. But you guys see how prepared I am sometimes. I don't know if I will be selling these. I think I'll probably just give these off as a gift for people who order something. I don't know. It's hard to say. Sometimes I do that. Well, I shouldn't say sometimes. I'm always giving away gifts when people order from me. They'll order like 6 bars of soap and they end up going home with like 10 bars plus a couple bath bombs. I just can't help it. It's probably not very good business management, but that's just the way I do it, and I know I probably shouldn't. So, you guys can see that. Probably not very good. I got it as square as I can get it. It's probably too thick, but it doesn't matter because it's the same color. So anyways, if I had my paper like I should have, I would be rolling it with my paper. And this is where it's going to get really hard. So where's my thing? There you are. Come here, big boy. Alright. So I got my pastry cutter, as you guys can see. And we'll just roll it up. And yes, it's very delicate. That's why I said to you guys, sometimes it's a little better to do scoops than it is to roll. So, it's tricky. You gotta move fast. It's starting to set up and dry on me already. Can you believe that? Wow. So, you just kind of, you know, roll it, pack it. Some more rolling. Next time I will bring my parchment paper down and do it that way, because that's how you're supposed to do it. But I want to show you, you don't always have to. Okay, I'm still rolling. Hands in there. More rolling. And I probably got too close, you guys can't see me. Any little pieces that fall off, I just stick them on. Slide this puppy. Oh yeah, don't slide it or I'll crack it right down the middle. Like I just did. Shoot. Yeah, I should have had my parchment here. But it's pretty good. Usually it just kind of sticks back together, but I'm sitting on that soda and it's probably too much. Alright, let's just see if we can get her going over. Probably not so good. Yeah, this is the saddest looking roll I think I have ever done in my life. You know why? Because there was too much. Alright, guess what we're doing? Since I don't have 2 layers, I forgot about that. I don't need to do it that way. I'm going to roll it like you roll Play-Doh. And I got too much starch on my table. So watch how I do this. And like I said to you guys, I was telling you this before, how fast this stuff starts to dry and set up. Like, I'm not kidding. So I'm going to be really quick and I'm going to do it just like Play-Doh. It's the only way I can do this right now without wasting it and have freaking bubble chunks, because that's what's going to happen. We're going to have bubble chunks. So I'm just going to pretend that it's a roll of Play-Doh. Yeah, too much there, Tammy. And like I said, you can roll or can spray alcohol on it. Okay, it does help with the cracking and the moisture, believe it or not. It's a very, very, very forgiving recipe, okay? I've sprayed alcohol on my wands too when I've had to do that a couple times, so. But anybody that knows that you make the bubble bars that don't take 3 weeks to dry, this is one of the things you gotta deal with, so. Yeah, if I did 2 colors, you could double the batch up too, by the way, but you really gotta move. I mean, you really gotta move. And I didn't bring a knife down. But anyways, you can see how I sprayed the alcohol. That's helping the cracks a little bit. I mean, there's still a doozy right here because I had too much starch on my table. So just spraying some alcohol. It's just a bit more moisture, but it'll evaporate, so don't worry about it. Like I said, we're not all, you know, it really bothers me when I see DIYs going on and it's like everything goes completely perfect. You're like, you know what? When does that happen? Okay, maybe soaping sometimes it happens, but it is such a rarity, at least when I do it, that's not the way it goes, so. Okay. So like I said, we're just going to have marbled bars. You can leave this sit and cut it, but I prefer to cut it right away because it starts drying out and you can see it's already starting to stick to my table and cracking and pulling off. So if I can, yeah, this is definitely going to be for me. Take off the yucky end, okay? I'm going to roll that piece up because it's not going to work for me. So, I just go cut, cut, cut. That's going to be a crumbly piece, that one. Okay. There's your bubble bars, guys. And like I said, it's soft right now. I don't know if you guys like that look. You can flatten it. You can do whatever you like to it. Let her set to dry because, yeah, they will dry so hard and so fast, but not so hard that you can't break them. They're just hard enough that you could transport them. You know, they're not going to break when you ship. They won't break from normal manhandling. So there they are. And I'm sorry, yeah, it's just a marbled one. Like I said, I screwed up in the first place with the blue. But they're so super, super easy peasy. And I guarantee you tomorrow, they'll be hard. They'll be hard actually in the next couple hours. But you could actually probably package them tomorrow. That's the one that was a bit winky. So yeah, I just take them apart like that. Well, you can see them. They're nothing spectacular. But, I mean, you guys can get so creative. You can add the colors you want. You can double up the recipe. You can add, you know, the candies, the whole whatever you want. And there you go. So, I hope you guys enjoyed that. I made a mess. But I just wanted you to show how easy it was. I wish I could show you bubble factors. Unfortunately, I can't. I guess I could carry you over to the sink and show you. Should I do that? Should I flip it around and show you the sink? Alright, let's flip you around and show you the sink. Here's my bowl. Come with me, people. Don't fall over. Oh, everything's gonna fall. Come with me. Coming with me? Come with me. Come with me to the laundry tub. I'm gonna flip you around. Hopefully you can see this. Okay. Can you guys see that? Not so good. Okay, so we're going to turn the water on. Hopefully, when I get out of the way. Oh, I don't know. Here's the stuff in my hand. It sucks you can't see this very good. It's not dissolving right away, only because it's not, you know, it does last a little bit better than the other bars, I find. You don't have to crumble it, but it dissolves really nice. So anyways, I know you can't see that. I will move this so you can. I'm going to save this piece of bubble bar for later. Whoops, in the sink it went. Turn off the water. Turn that off. Okay, in case you guys can't see. Can you see that? Not so good. Where should I put you? All right, let's go over to the light. Look at, see the bubbles? There's the bubbles. It works really, really well. The piece of bubble bar, as I walk back over here, this is the piece of bubble bar that I used, that I crumbled up. That was that little end piece I cut off. So I still didn't even use it all, and obviously it's gooey because I've used it. But like I said, you don't have to crumble this stuff up. You can do, you know, what you like with it. Look at all my stuff under there. See, that's where I'm hiding everything. Look at colors and butters and, not butters, salts and oils, and there's a bunch of stuff under there, and, you know, this is my cool table. Anyways, there they are. And my mess, and my messy pants. So, there they are. I have to get my glove off. Okay, hang on, I'm going to turn you around and then put you down for a sec. So, turn around. Come on, big guy. Let's see if I can do this. I'm trying to turn you around without... Stay. Alright, stay. Stay. I'm going to probably end up dropping these guys. So anyways, I have to get these gloves off because they're icky. So, that being said... Oh, look at how dirty I am. My good pants. I'm all covered. So, anyways, guys, there is the bars. You see them sitting there, all kind of neat. Not great, like I said, they're not spectacular. This one's, you know, but they'll dry really fast. The bubbles you get will be awesome, okay? And nobody watched, but that's fine. Next time, I will announce that I'm doing a live vid, and that'll be it. So, here's the bars for now. Still kind of soft, but they won't be for long. And like that. So I'll talk to you guys next time, and I will tell you when I'm doing one. I'm done streaming.